All right, we're in round one. We're on the draw, but I think I kind of want to mulligan this. We only have blue. We have way too many top end cards with not enough fixing. I think we got to mulligan this. We do have a crippling chill, which potentially draws into some action, but this hand relies on too much stuff to actually play, so I think we're gonna mulligan. All right, I'm gonna keep this one. At least we have two colors. We've got a solid 3-drop. We have a crippling chill again. This one actually seems worthy of keeping. Land draw there seems pretty good. Okay, 2-drop. So Hooded Assassin still seems okay in this spot. All right, guy is aggroing out, so it would appear he's got the nut draw. And remember, I said this in the last draft, but the nut draw in this format is 2-3 and then 4-5. Just keep playing spells starting on turn 2. So he's got the jump on us. We at least have a creature on turn 3, unlike the opening hand we would have had. But he does have an evasive guy I'm going to have to deal with at some point. And if he's got any sort of removal for Hooded Assassin, we're going to be in pretty rough shape already. We do have a crippling chill, which protects us from a little bit of damage, but we've got some work. All right, so he's not even leaving up a feat of resistance or anything like that. All right, another flyer. So he does certainly have the nut draw. Lotus Patch In is a great draw here. Protects us from the flyers. Just trying to buy as much time as we can here. Okay. I've got a crippling chill for that. Stuff gets hairy. There's a morph. Hooded Assassin number 2 seems okay. I feel like I'm going to want to crippling chill that morph. I think we just pass. I want to prowess up the Lotus Path Gen with the crippling chill. So I think what we're going to do is see what he moves to combat with. Swinging with everything. Well, that's super worrisome. I think we go like this. And then we're going to crippling chill his morph. Granted, it's already tapped, but I'm just looking for the prowess trigger. All right, well, that's really bad, but what can you do? So, opponent did certainly have the nut draw, but he had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drop, so never ideal. And we're missing plays here, which is also unfortunate, but we're in a tough spot, so what can you do? The morph's not untapping. I think we just Douse and Gloom the Bondkin and pass. He's going to get some flyers in on us. I can't really do anything about it, but I can't really do anything about it, so if you can't do anything about it, what are you supposed to do? Sit there and take a beating is the unfortunate correct answer. I can't really fry a Sky Captain because then his guy gets bigger. Spirit would have been an okay option, but then I'm still getting bashed in with his first striker, so yeah, that's extremely good here. Going to be difficult to deal with. Can't do anything about it once again. So not really a good chance of winning this one at this point. We're playing 18 lands and still getting mana screwed. We did have to mulligan, so quite an uphill battle the entire time, but that's the unfortunate aspect of slower decks in this format against your opponents on the play nut draw. So tough spot to be in. I wish I could play spells every turn and keep 7-card hands, but if I could choose to do that, Magic would be a different game. So we're certainly going to die next turn. I don't think I can really draw anything that's going to bring me back into this necessarily. Maybe a flyer would help. Like Silumgar would have been good. Nope. We're dead. So I think we just take our death, not necessarily show him the green yet. We are certainly dead. So that's unfortunate, but unfortunate things happen in Magic, and you accept them when they do. Alright, so the exact weakness that I talked about our deck completely just happened there in game 1. So our opponent didn't play his green mana either, interestingly. So exactly what I didn't want to happen did happen, but exactly what you don't want to happen does sometimes happen in Magic, so accept that. And what do I want to do in game 2? Well, I would like more cheap spells, but our deck doesn't have it, so I'm forced to pretty much... I think I am going to dump the Bitter Revelation. And on the play, perhaps I want the Rakshasa Secret. I could do Taigam's Scheming, which would maybe make our Delve cheaper and help me find lands. I don't know if I want that, though. I could do the Dreadmaw, but another 5-drop seems extremely problematic. It does work well with our high toughness guys, however. I think I'm going to do the Secret instead. Alright, so hoping to keep our 7-card hand, hoping to see all 3 colors, hoping our opponent doesn't have a quick start. So hopeful for just probably too many things that I shouldn't have to be hopeful for, but a man's got a dream, right? A man's got to hope that he can draw well and his opponent doesn't draw well. Alright, step 1 is complete. We have all 3 colors, and we have removal, and we have secret. So this hand is certainly a good one. Kind of want to play turn 3 secret since it fills for our attendance. Yeah, I think it's a good time to do it, actually. I guess if I get... Well, I could do the Vanguard, too. But just dashing is good here? Probably not. Whereas if I play secret, it makes this 3 cheaper, which would then let me go secret, Vanguard, attendance if I draw lands. I'm going to go secret here. He gets the best options to discard, but we fill our graveyard for shambling attendance. And it really does give us a good turn progression since it lets us go Vanguard potentially into attendance follow-up. We lose a land and a spell. He loses a land and a spell as well. So I can Douse and Gloom that, which I might want to do actually. If I Douse and Gloom, then I can actually play my Shambling Attendants next turn. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. There's an Abzan Guide, so certainly a good one to take out. So now we've got a 3/5 Death Touch next turn, which is pretty good. Oh, missed a land drop too. Very good for us. All right. I'm going to play the Attendants here. Sultai Charm for Falconer is quite nice. Alright, it's pretty good against us, unfortunately. Wish that gone down differently, but SHIT happens, so I'll accept that. A lot of Sultai assassins, or hooded assassins rather. Let's just play the Vanguard and pass. Makes the best use of the mana and gives us the highest power. Really motivates him to outlast here. Okay. Not too shabby. Um, 5 lands is pretty good. Let's get in with Vanguard. Let's... I'm going to actually hard cast a Misfire Weaver here. The reason being, we can race a Falconer, so maybe it motivates him to leave it back, in which case we can Sultai Charm it. Nope, he's still swinging for the fences. Alright, Morph is not a huge deal. Torrent Elemental is a huge draw, so get in. Definitely dropping Torrent Elemental, make him deal with that. Swinging with both. What kind of pump spell could he have? He could have like Awaken the Bear or something. He only has 3 lands. I'm trying to think. Awaken the Bear would certainly be a big bummer. I think we're just going to take it. I know it seems overly conservative, but considering the power level of Torrent Elemental, I would say it's worth our time to just not block and play it safe. I mean, the thing is, he's so motivated to just swing there. Like, there's really no reason for him to not swing. I mean, I could have blocked and eaten a guy, but his guys are getting tapped anyway, so his best bet is to at least pretend like he has Awaken the Bear. And if he does have Awaken the Bear, I could be in just horrific shape there. So we'll swing. He can actually play Ruthless Instincts to untap, but I'll just Sultai Charm in response if that's the case. Unless he does it on the morph. If he does it on the morph, then I can't charm it. But, oh, he had Sandblast. Well, I can't do anything about that either. So, mission successful on that front, but we get to get a Soothsayer here, which is pretty nice. Probably just want the Mandrills. Although, yeah, maybe I actually want the Will of the Naga. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Will of the Naga. I just want to get lethal next turn. All right. Let's tap these two. And now we can actually replay Torrent Elemental. It's very, very sad he had that. Very sad about that. Very, very, very sad. Makes me very sad. Did I mention I'm sad? Because I am really sad right now after that. All right. Well, let's play Hooded Assassin and pass. Can't even attack in now because this has flying. Can't attack with anything. Yeah, that did exactly what he wanted it to do. So this could be Pinewalker, Warbehemoth, Abzan Guide, Krumar Bonkin, Dragon Scale General. Jeez. Alright, I think I got a... God, that's so annoying. That is so obnoxious. That is absolutely obnoxious. Okay. So if I Sultai Charm the Bonkin, he loses first strike. So I swing with the team. He's got a 3-3 and a 2-3 on defense. Which means 3-3 can eat the 2-3. 2-3 can chump the 2. But then he would die. So he has to block the 3-3. I'm trying to think if I want to Sultai Charm the Falconer or the Bonkin. Killing the Bonkin gives me a pretty solid attack here. And gives me a follow-up play, which is pretty good. So Sultai Charm, Bonkin, swing everything. He's got a 3-3 and a 2-3, no first strike. He can't block our... He has to block the 3-3, which means he probably trades... maybe trades with the flyer, but then he still takes 5 and chumps block there. Or I can kill the Falconer and just try and race. I think I kind of want to charm Falconer, get in with team. He can't block my Misfire Weaver. He'll do some blocks, and then I'll follow up with a Hooded Assassin and kill whatever I want. But then he has first strike. That's tough. That is a tough spot to be in. That is a tough spot to be in. I'm going to Sultai Charm, destroy the Bonkin. I'm going to swing with the team. He can block our Misfire Weaver, but I've got the Hooded Assassin follow-up, which can kill something too. I could have brought back the Torrent Elemental too. But I just feel like I've got him in a kind of fairly difficult spot here. Since I'm going to be able to finish off his Dragon Scale General, yeah. Yeah, I think this was right. Overall, this worked out the best for us. And we got another Abzan Guide too. Yeah, I think we had to do this. And this actually worked out fine for us. So now he's at 1 life. We've got 4 creatures. I can't think of a way he can recover from this. He'd have to play quite a few creatures. Opponent's got a great deck, by the way. Multiple Abzan Guides, Dragon Scale General, very quick. Feed Resistance, Sandblast, Merciless Executioner. He's got good removal. He's got good protection. This seems like a difficult match, but we've got good cards too. So on the draw, is there anything I want different? No, Secret played pretty well for us. I still think Death Frenzy is going to be pretty good in this match. We don't really have much of a sideboard, honestly. Refocus is like an untap, but seems too slow. Bitter Revelation just seems too dangerous, especially on the draw. Our opponent's too aggressive. Even Rakshas's Secret, I guess, could pose some difficulties as like our first spell if he has like a 1-2-3 drop or something, but I think we just gotta hope our opponent doesn't have the nut draw again and we have a good distribution. I mean, our opponent missed land drops there. This is a keep. We don't have a green mana for our Soothsayer, but 2 removal spells makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. Alright, Savants is actually not bad either. I may just play that on turn 2 as a blocker. I probably do. Yeah, I think I do. I'm just going to play it. Let's go damage prevention as early as possible here. And if he wants to bust like a Sandblast on it or something, so be it. Alright. Falconer's a pretty big boy. I can't really kill that. I think I just go Vanguard. I could have left up Crippling Chill for the Falconer, but didn't seem worth it. Now I probably will. Although maybe I want the Vanguard. Might have to take a, I think I probably just take a hit from the Falconer. Alright, that's an awkward draw, unfortunately, because we don't have a green mana yet, but what can you do? Alright, so he's at guide status, which is unfortunate, but forced to accept. So he's going to gain just tons and tons and tons of life. Just tons. But I'll accept it if we can find a green mana. There it is. So now we play Soothsayer and we dig up some of our best cards. Well, Will of Naga's not the best card I'm looking for, but it's certainly good here. Guess I could have left back the Vanguard to double block the Abzan Guide. That might have been smarter. That might have been a bit smarter. Alright. Multiple Abzan Guides. So I can go Soothsayer number 2. I can go Will of the Naga. I think I play Soothsayer number 2 looking for a flyer. So let's do that first. Can't find any of my fatties, which is really strange. Maybe I want the Shamley Attendants. Maybe I want the Bondkin. Death Touch is probably better on the Attendants, I guess. And then we'll play a Bivouac. And I guess I'll swing with a Vanguard this time. And where you can double block a guide, I guess. If it comes down to that. I could have actually Douse and Gloomed his Morph. But I didn't. It's a lot of morphs. No plays. Alright. Leaving up Feat of Resistance mana. That's worthy of noting. Alright, Silumgar. There you go. Get our big fat fatty out there. We'll pass. Alright. It's not the end-all be-all. Still in pretty good shape here, actually. Still has Feat of Resistance mana up, though, which is worthy of noting. I guess I kind of want him to bust Feat of Resistance now. So why don't we Douse and Gloom a morph. It will give it flying, but I want to be able to cast Will of the Naga with no problems. And this is a good test for the Feat of Resistance too. I'd much rather him, although no, I want to draw from Crippling Chill too. Let's Douse and Gloom a morph. Let's just do that. Alright, well, it was a Barricade instead, which is interesting. Let's see what he returns. It was an Abzan guide. Okay, let's I think I actually play Shambling Attendants and pass. I don't want to attack with Silmagar yet. And we got the well, we didn't get the Feat of Resistance out of the way, but Barricade was going to be, I guess Barricade's more annoying against Douse and Gloom than it would have been against Will of the Naga, but whatever. Alright. Still in pretty good shape here. Let's play the Lotus Pathogen and pass. Basically just want to find a good opportunity, which means on his turn, I'm going to Crippling Chill the Falconer and start getting in with my flyers. Any sort of pump effect is going to hurt us, but I guess we have a Will of the Naga if it gets hairy enough. All right. Death Frenzy. Wow. Death Frenzy's not bad. It's not great either. The best it kills is a Morph and a Manifest, but taking it. So if I Death Frenzy, he can unmorph, but I take out what? A Manifest, possibly a Student, possibly a Morph. He's going to unmorph, but I can take out a Manifest and a Student, maybe? It's probably worth it. None of my guys die, so alright. Alright. At least we got the known information. We do kill a couple guys. We don't lose anything. We got to save the Will of the Naga for the Falconer. Alright. I guess we're just going to sack a Dragon's Eye Savants. He gets to sack a Barricade, which is pretty lucky for him. Oh, he's doing the Executioner. Okay. Well, seems like a easy Savants block, I guess. I don't think he's got great attacks here. Hmm. 10 damage is quite a bit. Guess I'm going to chump the Loxodon. Alright, another Morph. Dousing Gloom. Well, it's good. It's a very fortuitous one. So swing with everything. Will the Naga on his Guide and Falconer. I attack with everything. He can... Actually, I think maybe just... Maybe these three. That way, when I will the Naga, which I think I do during his upkeep because he's still got Feat of Resistance. And then I'm going to tap the Falconer and the Loxodon. Or the Falconer and the Guide. I guess Falconer Loxodon lets me still double block his Guide. Maybe I want to leave the Attendants back then and swing with the Soothsayers, but that seems too dangerous too. Let's just do the Flyers. This is basically playing it safe in case Will of the Naga doesn't do what I want it to do. Oh, I forgot to do it during his upkeep, so he could have drawn there, unfortunately. I do kind of want to turn off his life gain. All right. More follow-up plays? Jeez. All right. Yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense that we would draw land. I do have to admit. That's a pretty good one. Should have actually. I kind of want to Sultai Charm now, I guess, to get the extra damage in. But he can swing with the guide. Ugh. I don't know if I'm supposed to kill the Loxodon or the Falconer here. I feel like the Falconer, but then he gets in for lethal. I think I kill the Falconer, but then he can swing with both. Damn it. This is so hard. That stupid Abzan guide is throwing everything off. I have to do Falconer. I'm just not playing this correctly, unfortunately. Any removal and we're dead. Yeah, so I have to chump block plus block guide. He gets to gain life. Still out of lethal. Well, that one's not bad, I guess. Can I even afford to get in with... Yeah, I probably can. Hopefully the hexproof pays off here. So if he gains another 4, that brings him to 9, which means I'm 1 short of lethal. Unless I draw a prowess trigger. He doesn't know what the morph is, so I guess I've got that kind of ace up my sleeve. But the problem is he doesn't really have a lot of other options. He's kind of like, he has triple Abzan guide. What's up with me playing 8/4s and playing against decks that have 3 Abzan guides? All right, he's going, swinging for the fences. Sadly, it's his, like I said, it was his only move. So I don't know how else that was going to go down. So now the question is, how do I want to block? And I think the answer is like this. think I've got to kill that Abzan guide. Oh, that's the absolute last thing I wanted to see. Well, at least he didn't make the creature because of Silumgar. Oh, that was a good draw. I beat him next turn, so I think we play it chill. All right, opponent was in the tank for a while. Just basically have to block, yeah. So now we swing for lethal. If he's got an answer, we'll play the Abomination. All right. Wow. Epic, epic, epic match one. And I know epic was like the most overused word of the in the world like a couple years back, but man, I don't know how else to describe this match. That was a crazy match. Really came down right to the wire. So, all right, we'll see you in round two.